All right, hello, hello. Welcome to your reading. So you know this reading will resonate with you if I feel like for the people who this is going to resonate with, there's a lot of newness in the air right now. Whether this be you've just started something new or you have really been wanting something new to enter into your life. Particularly it's the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords, so it's like a new emotion, a new way of feeling about something. You may be feeling kind of like you're just, I'm so ready for things to change. And the Ace of Swords is a new like mental beginning too. So it's like you kind of want things that just excite you a little bit more and things that are going to make you just like feel a little bit better than your current circumstances. And the other card here is the Emperor. So for some people, this could be you're looking for your Emperor, whether that be romantically or like, for a job or something where it's going to be just a little bit more stable and secure. There's this want for something new to happen. And with it being aces, this is like a big new beginning too. These aren't just small changes. So let's go ahead and see what else the cards have to say for you. So what kind of new beginning would be best for you guys, or what kind of areas can you start to look in? Oh, very interesting. So we've got the Empress in reverse, the Hanged Man upright, and then the Page of Cups in reverse. So it's always so interesting to me when the Hanged Man comes up upright and then there's other like people cards next to him. So again, the Empress, the divine counterpart to the Emperor, and then the Page being one of the court cards in reverse. So it's like with the Hanged Man being in reverse or being upright, it's like they're all in his direction, It's like there's a lot of trying to see things from the other perspective here. But for me, it's really interesting that you have the Emperor upright and the Empress in reverse. So for some people, for a romantic partner, if you have been looking at Empresses, maybe it's time to look at the Emperor. For other people, it could just be that you are needing a lot more structure and order in your life as opposed to kind of like this more free-flowing femininity. It's like when you have a little bit of structure or base to go off of, that can sometimes allow even more creativity to come into your life, and your spirit guides could be wanting you to change your focus on that right now, of which thing to kind of just like work on a little bit more and develop. And yeah, a lot of seeing things from a different perspective to kind of get this aha moment that comes here with the Hanged Man. And I feel like once you are able to see something or some aspect of the situation from a different perspective, so again, not so much focusing just on this sense of exploration or like to me it's like the Empress is kind of like this really flowy yin state where it's like, you're kind of just sketching, you're drawing, you're not erasing anything. It's like if you're in a sketchbook with pen, and it's like if you don't like something, you just keep on going. And then it's like the Emperor has a little bit more tact and structure to him, where it's like, this is when you're doing a final sketch where it's like, things are meant to be erased and you are meant to go back and edit and cut down and kind of try to make it a little bit more ordered and tidy and uniform. And so something about that, I think once that kind of clicks a little bit into place for you, a lot of these other things are going to start manifesting. And in particular, I feel like you've had an issue with maybe not being received very well with this Page of Cups in reverse. It's like he keeps trying to offer something here, but with it being in reverse, it's not being received. So I think that is kind of like the key thing that you're missing right now. Card on the bottom of the deck here is the Five of Swords, which to me has to deal with kind of like conflict and communication. So it could even be it's like something about how the way you're presenting this offer needs a little bit more of that masculine yang structure aspect to it. Let me go ahead and get an oracle card and close this one out. Pulled the deck out of the box and this one single card kind of fell out, so I'm going to go ahead and take that without even shuffling because it feels like the thing to do. So this is about slaying your metaphorical dragon. So courage, strength, and facing darkness. And at the end of it here, it says, just as George faced his fearsome opponent, the appearance of the dragon card suggests it is time for you to confront your own enemies. Whether they be out in the world or within your own psyche, you have the courage to do so. And it's actually really interesting. When I was a kid, I used to have a book that was about St. George slaying the dragons. That's like particularly synchronistic for me. I didn't know that was in there. But I definitely think for some people this is going to be more of an internal slaying of a dragon, and it's something about this like imbalance between your internal yin and yang energies, and I feel like there's almost been an opposition to this like more masculine side, where it is about kind of being a little bit more strict and rigid and orderly with things, Whereas again, the feminine is all about that flow and expansion and freedom. Sometimes when you're so focused on wanting to be free because maybe you haven't been free for a while with like, you know, your childhood or like earlier circumstances, it's like now that you are needing a little bit more structure in your life in order to progress further, it's like you have this resistance towards it because you don't want it to be like what it was before. But I think, again, it's like with this Hanged Man here in particular, your higher self and guides are wanting you to see it from a different perspective, where it's like, you know, it can be different from how it was before. It doesn't have to be like, you know, this maybe negative thing that you did experience in the past. But I do think ultimately by going through this, it is going to alleviate a lot of the like sadness that you may have been feeling around a certain subject. And I think is ultimately just going to help you get to this new beginning that you've ultimately been looking for. So that is what I have for you guys. Don't forget to like this video, comment if it resonated with you, and follow me if you want to see more videos like this. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.